I'll try to show you how I would stream now. I see that this was the message we dropped in here. And after April 22nd, you're not gonna be able to go third-party apps directly in. So if you had something like a Restream app that was hooked in, or potentially you're using Zoom to where you just like went to Zoom and you immediately clicked like live, stream on Facebook, and it would go right into the Facebook group, that is gonna go away. So I'll show you how to still do it. You can still stream into Facebook, whether you should stream into Facebook or not. I'm just gonna show you how to do it. You can decide if you still want to do it. So if you come into any group, you'll click into this like write something here, and then you'll get this little option down here for live video. So I'm gonna click on that. And then you have two options here. You can create a video event ahead of time, or you can just go ahead and go live. So I'm gonna do that right now. And then here you can just go live with your webcam if you want to just stream from your webcam directly in. If you want to stream a Zoom call though, I'll kind of take you through how to do it with Zoom, but this will also work for Restream or OBS or whatever streaming software you're using. It's all kind of universal. So you'll click streaming software and we'll click on advanced settings, and you're going to need this server URL here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that first. First, you just head over to Zoom, go to my account, drop down here to settings, and you want to just go ahead and search for the word stream here, and it'll take you to this list here. And just make sure that custom live streaming service is enabled. So that way when we go over to Zoom, you'll see here under the more, I'm going to just stop this, and if I start this again, so I move this to that, it's going to say live on custom streaming service. So maybe before you were using that live on Facebook or live on YouTube, or you can use that, of course, but you can just go here and say live on custom streaming service, and that'll open up a new window. And you may see a screen like this. So it's maybe using like the old stream key from the previous stream. So if you get an error like this, there's going to be an option here that says update the streaming URL and stream key, and you should see a screen like this. So back to Facebook, we're just going to copy the server URL from down here. I'm just going to copy, go over here. We're going to paste into streaming URL. So the server URL is the streaming URL, a little confusing. And then your stream key, of course, there we copy that and we go here and hit paste. And now for the live streaming page URL, they do need you to have something. So you can even just enter, your website if you want, or you can enter, facebook.com if you want to be, if you don't really want to think about anything there. They just need to have something there, or else it won't stream. And then on this custom streaming service requires authentication, you just leave that unchecked. Okay, so hit go live. Okay, once it's live, it's going to take you to that page, which isn't really useful at all. So just hop on back to this live option here, and then you'll see now that we are streaming. And if I jump to Zoom, you see this meeting is being live streamed on the custom live streaming service. And we've kind of tricked it now to send it to a custom service, but really it's Facebook. So that's how we would do that. Now, this is really important here, is that this is not live. Okay, this is definitely not live. And you can see a little checklist here on the top left. Connect your video source, complete the post details, and then go live. So we have not gone live yet. So we'll say like there's a demo stream, and I'll go ahead and just stream this in, and you can write a description here as however you want. Just ignore this. And now we can click go live. So now it's going to get started and it's going to go start streaming. So you give it a second here. Then you will see something like this that says now you're live, and you'll see the live there. And that means that you're actually live at this point. So now you can continue your meeting here in Zoom. And then when you're done, you just end the call here. So I'll go ahead and just hit end, and we'll end for everybody. And that will immediately stop streaming it to Facebook, sorry. And then see it stops there, your video's ended, and now we can jump back. You can either trim your video, which is kind of nice to do that if you want to trim out like an intro once it's done processing. This is kind of a newer feature. So let's say you want to just trim, like let's say you had a 5-minute countdown. This would be a place where you could trim that down, or if you had like a long Q&A at the end that you don't want to necessarily include, you can click that and then hit trim. So kind of a cool feature. And then that's it. You can jump back to the group, and you should see that stream there appear. And there it is. All right, and that's it. If you guys have any questions on streaming, it's going to work almost identical. If you were using the Restream app, you're going to just choose, instead of the Facebook Live option on Restream, you're just going to choose custom RTMP, and you're going to do the exact same process where you're just going to copy that stream URL and that stream key. And all of those third-party apps, that's the only thing they were doing was basically taking those two fields and copying them into Zoom for you or into Restream for you. So just a one extra step, but definitely shouldn't interrupt any of your streaming. So again, if you have any questions, just drop a question. Happy to help you guys.